Away! Welcome back to Let's Talk and Chill with Luigi. Zakalage manje to testing 1 2 1 2. So today it's a different one. So today it's the first episode of Let's Talk and Chill with Luigi. Before this one, I'm sure this one is going to go smooth. Hey, ngishuthe video amaningi for about 50 something minutes, 30 something minutes, and then during that time, and then I experience maybe like tech error, or someone is calling me because I'm using my phone to shoot. So someone is calling me. Guys, come on, man, come on, have timing. So I am excited today because I am going to do what I wanted to do for a long time. So yeah, before I start, actually, I have some couple of announcements. I am currently looking for a co-host. Yeah, I'm looking for a co-host. It doesn't matter the gender. You can be whomever you are out there. If you'd like to partake in this podcast and be co-host with me, please. I'll leave my email below there on the description so that you can email me and tell me who you are, and then maybe we can further the conversation on the personal communication tools like WhatsApp or whatever in Instagram. So yeah, I'm looking for a co-host, even if you can be me, but you must have these following criterias. You must definitely be the following person. You must love to podcast. You must love to speak. You must be respectful. You must be able to podcast. Yeah, well, yeah, I definitely must be able to be able to podcast. You must be informative. You must have information, a lot of information. I'm kidding, but you must be informative. I don't want someone who's going to not be able to inform, like have something new that we don't know. Yeah, or like be informative, or at least be deeper in certain topics. Yeah, well, yeah, and also someone who is liberated, someone who has a clear mindset about particular things. I mean, who is able to discuss critical things without siding. Yeah, I want such people, because on this podcast we are going to dig things deeper, and also discussing topics nje will be very critical. I'm critical myself in my personal life. People who know me, they know what this guy, I'm deep, and I'm critical about a lot of things. I break down matters and stuff like that. So yeah, another one is that whomsoever would like to see this podcast going forward, uh like succeeding, can you can donate whatever that you can donate that the podcast needs. But the primary things that I need right now, it's a proper PC, and another a microphone, even if it's small, even if it's that one, forgot its name. Yeah, because right now I only have this mic, and it's working perfectly fine. And I've been with this mic since the beginning of this year, because it's the same mic that I'm using to record my vocals on my music. I'm a piano musician, DJ, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so if you'd like to have me on your shows, you can book me on the same email that I'm gonna drop down below. No, okay. No. I'm gonna drop another one if you want to book me. But anyway, so let's go to the important matter. This is the first episode of Let's Talk and Chill with Luigi. Zakalage manje. Yeah, so let's go. The first topic that I wanted to talk about, it's the topic that is at the saliva of the people, that is at the tongues of people. Which one is that one? It's the one that is currently taking place in South Africa. Very critical issue that needs to be dealt with a sober mind. The one of mass shootings and Enyobeni Tavern. So hey, this thing Yama Tavern, in fact, I don't know what's happening with the Tavern these days. Yafi, instead of people enjoying themselves there, people die there. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but yo, it's sad, man. Imagine like you're going to have fun, and then chigi chigi say kono kono shona, and not to it's their fault that they are dying. Someone is literally killing them for no reason. Okay, so far we don't know the fucking reason why someone would literally pull up with an AK-47 and start shooting at people. There are comments saying that it's politically abanye. Mina, I'm gonna say it like the way it is. Xenophobic motherfuckers say it's foreigners. Abanye bati it's who's this guy? Pala Pala, Mr. Pala Pala. our president, yeah, they say it's linked with him. They're trying to divert the attention of the people from the Palapala saga. I don't give a shit. Oh, okay, sorry. I don't give a damn. Okay, I don't care. So yeah. So what's happening is that these mass shootings, they are serious, man. And my condolences to the families who've lost people in these kind of situations, especially right now. Even today, man, there was another one where someone was shot. I think there was one in Soweto, Katlehong, Peter Marisburg, in Moms as well. They say in Moms. I don't know if you are from Mamelodi and are watching this thing and you know this what I'm talking about. Please comment below and confirm, because I don't want to say something that I only heard and then it turns out that is not true, because this podcast is about teaching people the truth, man. Talking the real things. So yeah, it's not nice. It's not nice what's happening, and my opinion is not that much on this topic because it's still vague, man. Even police can't get their hands of these guys. Yes, they said that they arrested some people in KZN, if not here, but for a fact that they haven't said anything after that, it's really concerning. It's still vague. I can't comment much on it because I usually deal with critical things and dig deeper. And so far, I have nothing on my plate about the matter. But what I wanted to talk about on this topic is that people, please be safe. Yabona, I was on TikTok not so long ago, and this thing is starting to be a joke. Like, people are joking about this thing. People are literally joking that if you imagine, but I'm a bulletproof vest, na same Tavern, I'm a face mask, I'm a mask, so that you could. Guys, people are dying here. You're making this thing a joke. What the fuck? Come on. Others, there was this other one, this dude, yeah. I think I saw it yesterday, if not day before. This guy was drinking a Jaeger. That one is 2 liter. No, not 2 liter. It's a liter, bruh. Young guy, he died. Literally, he died. I'm like, what the fuck? People are doing crazy stuff these days, bruh. These days, people are crazy, man. Like, literally, you drink the whole Jaeger alone. And you share pants. And that guy is apparently 23. Sorry. And I don't usually go with the norm saying rest in peace. No, I don't do that. Not that it's him. No, I don't do rest in peace thingy. But sorry to the family. My condolences for his death, because obviously it's sad, man, for someone to die in that manner, like tragic. Yeah, but the decisions, man, are not wise. Decisions that these youth, including myself, we do, guys. Come on, those decisions are not wise at all. So yeah, the Enyobeni Tavern saga is really Tavern. What the fuck? Anyway, so Enyobeni Tavern saga, or issue rather, it's not nice. It's not nice at all, and I'm thinking about it now, trying to articulate how is the society thinking regarding the Enyobeni Tavern matter. I'm gonna be critical on this one, and I'm gonna be firm and frank. People who are blaming only the tavern owner, but apparently he is arrested today. Owner, okay, fine, whomever is arrested, but I think it's the owner or the manager, because it's two people. It's the manager who is a she, and a no, it's the owner who is a she, and the manager who is a he. Yeah, bro. So Barry, he's arrested. They are arrested today. Yeah. So people who are blaming only the tavern owner or the manager, in my opinion, that's ignorance. You can't ignore these big things that I'm going to say right now. You cannot ignore these things. I mean, I'm going to ask you a question right now, a rhetorical question. Right now, as I'm speaking to you, you know, you know that there are kids in your community who are drinking alcohol. Kids, 13, 12, 11 years old, 16, 15, 13, 14, 17, who are drinking alcohol today in front of you, and you're not saying anything. I'm speaking about the very same people who are in that community of any Eastern Cape, related somehow. Yeah, I'm talking about those people. You know very well that these kids were drinking alcohol, kids. But now, since this thing happened, therefore now it's a big issue. Yes, it's a big issue in terms of death, but this thing has been there for a long time. There's another question. This one is a bit tricky. How old were you when you started drinking alcohol? Comment below there. Be honest about it. Don't lie. How old were you when you started drinking alcohol? Yeah, it's a rhetorical question. And if you no, it's not rhetorical. No, comment below. Comment below there, and tell me how old were you when you started drinking alcohol. So by the way, guys, if it becomes dark and it comes to light, just know what I'm using a Fiji phone. It's a new brand in South Africa. Very poor camera quality. Very poor. I'm using my phone. That person who I was with yesterday, my friend Bali, she's not here. She's busy studying. She's a student at UJ. I'm also am. Ziyakhala ke manje. Mean, I'm not drinking alcohol. Okay, I do, but right now I'm drinking water. I'm under a certain diet, trying to keep my body flowing. I have hemorrhoids. Yo, those motherfuckers are painful. Anyway, let's go back to the Enyobeni thing. So Enyobeni, the society is very sick to me. Like according to me, actually, it's very sick because they know very well right now that in their communities there are kids who are engaging in these kind of activities of finding yourself intoxicated, and they are kids. In the communities, they know that who is this age and they're smoking weed, or who and who they are this age, very young, 17, 18, 20, I mean 17, 16, 12 even, they are drinking alcohol. Mina, I was asking myself the other day, what would have happened if those kids didn't die? At Enyobeni, they didn't die. What was going to happen to that community? Or rather, what was going to happen? Nothing. As it was happening before. It's normal, this thing in South Africa. I mean, I'm going to say this, it is. It's normal. So, hypocrite, no, that's wrong. That's hypocritical. I'm coming with a solution though. I'm not gonna just state these things and no, I'm just gonna say what I'm gonna say. I believe Uguti, we can blame parents as much as we want, and so we must blame also the society and the community, because in that community, people knew that kids are drinking alcohol. In your class right now, what kids are drinking alcohol, kids, and they're doing nothing about it. So that shows this thing is normal. But I'm not saying you must mentally normalize it now, socially normalize it. No, that's not normal. That's not right. And at the age of 18, hey, maybe that's the government. But to me, if you are starting at the age of 20, nakona, drinking alcohol is something, it's something else. It's like if when I was checking out where did actually this thing come from, actually when you are drinking alcohol or wine, basically you are drinking during dining. Dining means eating in the dining table. Like you drink and eat, not drink alone. The youth of today is very fucked up to a point where they organize big bags to buy alcohol, and then whilst they don't have food at home. But anyway, we are not there. So when you're in a tavern saga, I think people should also take caution that they are also to be blamed or to be held accountable for whatever happened there. Yeah, well, regardless of the bouncers closing the door, spraying the spray gun, and then kids started to suffocate. There's another report that says there was what poisoning. I don't know if it's like air poisoning or whatever, but yeah, those who were there, they said that the spray gun or pepper, or tear gas, or yeah, tear gas. I think it no, hey, I think the spray gun guys, can't remember properly yet, but something was done by the guys, and then now the thing started to suffocate kids, and then they died. Yeah, well, yeah. So that thing is very sad, man. Definitely. So parents should be also held accountable, and the guy apparently is arrested. I think he's the manager, if not the owner. And then also wanted to indulge in this topic of parental what again? I forgot the name. Parental therapy. I think it's parental counseling. Yes, counseling. Yes, ifana njengani? Ifana njenge marriage counseling. When they say now we are going to you are considering to marry someone, you must undergo marriage counseling. And then people who are doing marriage counseling, they are not most of the time it's not specialists. It's usually people who are having experience of marriage and maybe good marriage most of the time, or pastors. Yeah, so I think parental counseling is also important. Maybe back then it was done. I don't know. I've never heard. Even today, I've never heard that there's such a thing whereby someone who's considering to be a parent, or someone who's already a parent, is being taught how to be a parent, or taught some ways on how to raise a child, and stuff like that. But in my opinion, I think that thing must be implemented in order for there be good parents, or kids growing up in good household, or being raised by good parents, because it's very much sad. It's very much sad to see umzali ahlukumeza umntwana, or umntwana ahlukumeza umzali because of what umzali did. Yabo. So it's not nice, man. It's not nice. So here is my opinion on this thing. Don't kill me, guys. I'm still young. I still need to live. Right now, you do know someone in your kasi or in your hood who is a parent, but he or she is not taking care of their kids. In your kasi right now, you know someone who is a parent and they're not taking care of their kids. Can be many ways. Can be a dad running away, can be a mother running away. It can be a dad being a drunk in front of kids, or abusing kids during the time of being drunk or whatever. Or it can be a mother who neglects her kids, and stuff. So you know that person. In my opinion, I think parents undergo a lot of things. Maybe at their early age, maybe during the process of being a parent, or maybe in their childhood, maybe during their relationship with the dad. I've seen a lot of things that are crazy, man. Parents, especially mothers, they experience, man, a lot of things that sometimes when they express their feelings about these things, they express, or I think it's express. I think like never vent somehow. They vent on wrong people. For example, if you know a mother, if you are raised by that particular mother or father, you should know what I'm talking about. Umzali uhlezi ubona ngathi uyakuzonda, so uhlezi akuthethisa, uhlezi akurasela, uhlezi alwa nawe, and now nakakhuluma nawe akakhulumi kahle, and most probably is gonna mention your other parent if they are not there. Just like if maybe it's your dad, athi umama kho isifebe, or beka isifebe, or baba kho whatever, inja or whatever, yabo, or hambe kubaba kho, those kind of things, yabo. There's even this video on TikTok that is used as a meme or something, whereby when there's this other one closing a fridge, and then the mother is close and you must send that thing there, it shows with that parent actually still has something thing healer from you. You cannot insult the child. You can't do that. That's wrong. No. I don't stand to be corrected on this one. That's wrong. You can't do that, man. A child is a child. So you cannot punish a child because of another parent. You cannot do that. So I think my parents are counseling. Other kids were killed by their parents because of the trauma that the parents have or had because of the other parent. Just like if maybe you're a mother who was in an abusive relationship with the baby daddy, and then now the baby daddy is gone, but they left you with a child that is maybe like a dude or a boy. It's possible that you will hate that boy, most probably. So if you see yourself hating your child who is a son, and that son akayenzanga nix engakhosa ukuthi umzonde, but ubabakhe bekakuhlukumeza somehow, or bekangakuphathi kahle, or he even ran away, maybe akakuphathanga kahle but he ran away, yeah, you should consider therapy, because most probably the child is not frustrating you, but because unesithombe sakababakhe frustrate ukuthi ubona ubabakhe maybe each and every time. So that thing, I can say it's wrong, but at the same time I can say please seek therapy. That's a mental issue. That's a mental issue, definitely. And also, if you're a dad and then maybe bakushiye nomntwana omntazana and then uyamzonda whatever, ufeeling like hate or awumthandi, just know what you have an issue and you need to seek help. So now help, I'm not referring you to I'm a I'm a specialist. So I just want you to be healthy. Just seek help, man. Seek help. You can speak to other people, your family, your friends, whomever. You can speak to them and tell them about this issue. Oh, but this thing is not right, man. You are breaking the generation mentality. I mean, generation psych. Psych. Yeah, we break a pool because imagine umntwana omamakhe angamnaki, ambatha amaphampasa awakakele already, umntwana uyanuka kuhlangahlangene endlini. Umntwana lona akakhula under that environment, lo mntwana angeke abe mntwana oright engqondweni, or angeke not ukuthi uzohlanya, because nangithi umuntu oright engqondweni I don't mean someone who has schizophrenia, umuntu ohlanyayo or whatever. Like in Nguni language you say uyahlanya, but that's in English it's schizophrenia. So ama-schizophrenia ahlukileke maningi. I mean, under schizophrenia there's a lot, yabo. So yes, I'm not a psychologist, by the way. I'm a student, not of psychology at school, but self-development studies in psychology, yabo. So I'm developing my psych by studying. So I'm gaining knowledge by studying, so I can be able to trace some things. But I am not a professional, and I'm not saying you should like take some pills and prescribe anything. I'm just saying what you should seek help. Yeah. So this is educational, Yeah. So, alright, guys, you need if you know someone who's like that, please try to help them. But if abasizeki, then it's out of your hands. You can't do anything. But if basizakala, hooray! Definitely you should try to help people. Just like I'm trying to help people right now with the podcast and educating people. You should do the same. Louis Clan, they're always about not good things, but you are also trying to strive for peace, good independence, and love, man, because you must love people. You must. It's a must, that one. But you're not forced. Ukuthi uthande wonke umuntu. Khona wena mele dislike probably. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, parental counseling. I think if maybe you don't know what parental counseling, you should just do research what parental counseling is and try to engage more in that thing, because it's gonna help you to understand ukuthi umntwana, they are not umntwana doesn't know anything nakafika emhlabeni. Wazi izinto ngomzala amfundisako. Ilanguage uthe ufika nje, you didn't know anything. Bongazi ukuthi kuneNdebele, kunomZulu, kune-English. You were taught. So whatever that you were taught, you absorbed it and it became part of you. So same thing with your psych or your mental health or your mentality. You absorb what you get. But at the same time, I'm gonna state this. Not like other kids can be different, can choose to be different when they grow up and be like, no man, this is not what I want, yabo. And then they change. So yenzeka ukuthi umzali abe isidakwa but umntwana avela abe yenye into nje ehlukile kunaye, yabo. So yeah, that's possible. So yeah, I'm gonna try to keep this episode as short as I can, but I want to talk, man. I want to talk to you guys. I want to share. This is the first episode, man. I must make sure that it goes like guys, yeah. So there are many YouTube channels that I can refer you to in terms of the thing that I was talking about earlier. But I want to talk about depression as well. Depression, hey, that motherfucker. So in depression, it comes in many forms. And comes to a lot of people in different ways. Do you know what a kid can be depressed? Literally. I used to be told back then when I was still young, very young, because I'm still young, but when I was very young, I used to be told that, no, umntwana akabanjwa depression. Or umntwana stressy. Like, the fuck? But now nangikhule ngiyabona, no man. That one was an error. That thing was an error. Even now, if you think that a child cannot get depressed or stressed, you are having an error in your mind, and you need to let that corrupted file out of your brain. Umntwana uyakwazi uba depressed due to treatment ayitholayo from anywhere. Yabo, I remember I was once depressed when I was young due to certain treatment that I was getting. It was not a nice experience. When you are a child and depressed, ukuzibulala easy. You can literally like walk away and get lost and be missing. Yabo, and no mntwana these days ube missing. It's dangerous, man. Like literally uyakwazi ukuthi unyamalale, and then la uyakhona bakidnap or something. A lot of bad things can happen, including even us adults. Like it's possible ukuthi wenzakale into embi. Kodwa I'm just talking about kids right now. So if you think that kids do not get depressed, you're lying to yourself. Actually, kids do get depressed a lot, and especially and regarding this topic that I'm talking about, that other parents need. Even if you're considering to be a parent, you should seek guidance and therapy, maybe, and check yourself. Are you fit? Even are you ready to have a child? Maybe try to take your nieces and nephews just for a week or month and stay with them, and treat them as your kids and practice parenthood and see, are you fit now? Are you ready for this thing that you think you are ready for? Because Ubamzal is not a child's play. I'm not a parent myself, but I can see from it, like I can see observably that this thing is not a child's play. It's not, definitely. So I am urging parents out there and people who are considering to be parents, or even a couple, if it wants a child, they must first check themselves before they bring another life into this world, because it's so sad, man, to bring another life and make it suffer when it's here. Yeah, well, it's not nice. It's not nice. I mean, people should be challenged and be asked ukuthi, if you guys separate, let's say yes, niyaba nomntwana, and then now you are deciding to separate. What will happen to the child? Will you treat the? I mean, how will you take care of the child and make sure that their mental health is always up to standard? It's not compromised by your divorce or your breakup, or because another one is leaving. Therefore, another one. You'll treat the child bad, or you're gonna abandon them as well, or you're gonna drop them to your mother, your father, whatever. They should be challenged, man. Parental counseling, I believe, it's one of those things that need to be implemented in the society, and people should be taught how to be parents. There are a lot of good parents out there. Definitely, I know some personally, but at the same time, there are a lot of bad parents. In zethu, I'm not a 2000, but I'm counting myself under my 2000. Thola ukuthi umzali uyi-2000. Ncane akazi into eziningi ngokuparenta, wazi ukubeletha kuphela, kwazi, the only thing that they know is that they gave birth, they were in labor. Yabo, but parenting, they know nothing about parenting. Not all of them, most of them. Yabo. So you guys need to be taught. You need to sit down and ask, if maybe you think that you want to do something umntwana. I mean, if you want umntwana, just test yourself. Are you okay? Are you ready? And maybe check yourself even mentally, that like, is your mental state okay or fit to have a child? Because others have wrong intentions about having kids. Wrong intentions. Just like someone who says ngifuna utrapper ubaba ngomntwana. You are trapping ubaba ngomntwana, yes, maybe even that thing works, but umntwana ke what's going to happen to them? Because remember, that's another human being that you need to consider. If you are trapping this one the one that is that you're trapping with, kwenzakala ngaye. There are many cases where a child is born under very difficult circumstances. If you were raped, sorry about that, but if you were raped and then now you have a child, you also need to undergo counseling so that you can maybe fix yourself, and then you be taught how to parent. Because obviously the dad is definitely not there. It was definitely not there. but you are the only one who is there, and then now make sure that the child grows up properly. Yabo, khula kahle, uyamnakekela. And I want to stress this out ukuthi your psyche matters more, just like language yakho. Naloku ukuthukana phambi komntwana, ubiza inhlamba, ukuthukana, swearing in front of a child, that child is going to absorb that thing. And I'm sure you know, in your kasi or in your family or whatever, you know that there's this other child who swears like a motherfucker, who swears into ingaka, ubiza amasende the way they want, ubiza mawufutheke ngendlela afuna ngayo. Literally, you know that kid. Just know what that kid learned. It's either ifunde ngaphandle ku-society or community yakhe, or ifunde emzalini. Most definitely. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Angeke ayifunde out, like ngeke ayifunde emoyeni. Uyifunde somewhere. Yabo. Yeah, so I think it's very much important that our parents need to be taught how to parent, and also they need to be checked psychologically. Are they well now? Are they okay? Yabo ngoba if you're not okay, then your upbringing or your grooming is not gonna be okay. It's gonna be toxic actually. A bad farmer never harvest or yield good fruits. The guys, so you need to be a good farmer. You need to be a good parent. But obviously, you are a human. You can make mistakes. I mean, mistakes are done by humans, inevitably. So, but angeke sivike ngayo kuphela lento leyo. If you made a mistake about a particular thing, you rectify that mistake. Yeah, but so you need to rectify your mistakes as well. So yeah, let's go to depression. Motherfucker. Do you know that person ekasi lakho hleza aphuza uyisdaka nje sasekasi esaziwayo, yabo, that they are well known in your cast that this person is a drunk yasekasi, or you see that couple that is always drinking, or you see that person who is smoking. Hey, what's happening? Smoking like a motherfucker, man. They smoke like, gotta, it's the last day they're smoking. Yabo, smoking weed, whatever. Umuntu angene kunyawupe, into efana lezo, even drugs, like generally, yabo. And then I'm gonna be balanced in this thing. There are people who enter drugs because of depression. There are people who enter drugs because of peer pressure, and there are people who just enter drugs. Unbelievable. So like, man, as in eating is this nje kancane yabo, ayibambe imbambe, and then ichayile. So eventually you become an addict, yabo, and then maybe those kind of things. But it's really ngale depression. Depression, guys, is not nice. Definitely, it's not nice. I've experienced it last year and also this year. But last year it was severe. But this year, it was short, but fucked up. Short and fucked up. That last year, it was long. Fucked up, nyan. This year, and after the passing of Ricky Rick, that one was too much. It was too much. Hey guys, sorry to say, but I almost followed. Anyway, I remember I was on my bed looking up, and I was seeing the roof. I mean the ceiling. I was like, you know what? Where can I hang myself? Yeah, I remember literally thinking about that. I was like, where can I hang myself? And I was like, hey, the whole me thinking about killing myself. What the fuck is going on? So yeah, that thing. Abanye bathi it's demonic, but I believe that thing is, yes, it can be. I won't say demonic, because even it's not cool spiritual things. I'll explain spiritual things the other day. Not today. I'm just gonna dwell on what I wanna talk about. But yeah, obviously it's psychologically, and it's mentally, So depression, guys, it's very much important. We notice and we treat with actions and therapy, and maybe making sure, taking also antidepressants, but guys, that thing. It's too much. It's broad the issue. So that's why I started by mentioning people in your case that you know who are doing certain things. Those people that are doing those things that I mentioned, there is a high chance that those people are depressed. That woman that your community always laughs at, and she's always drunk. She's consuming pachuchu, pafana, beer, those things, bruh. Just know what is that person who's doing those things. Uhlezi sportini, they are literally always drunk. Just know that that person is somehow experiencing depression. And ngikhuluma ngabantu abadala. Remember ukuthi in the olden days, depression was not a thing to be talked about. It was there. Ufana njengama-cancer. Ama-cancer, they've been there for a long time, but bengaziwa ngawo, yabo. So even now, depression is there, but it's not talked about by the older generation. Tina, right now in the social media, it's trending. People are always talking about depression. They can express themselves about, depression, and it's very much broad in our generation. Ne? In our generation, it's broad and known because of social media. Yeah, and because of our podcasts and because of our YouTube videos, our therapists, our psychologists coming out in numbers, explaining, trying to help people. FOI, DIY, yabo, bayasiza. If it was not because of media or social media rather, we would be fucked like our older generation. Depression is fucked up, guys. It's big, it's huge, broad. I'm talking about even university students. Oh, by the way, if you're a parent and they stress out Lando, and it pisses me off most of the time. If you're a parent and you have a child who is at university, your child is most probably depressed. I know it doesn't make sense. Your child is most probably depressed. If your child is at university right now, if your child right now is at university or college, they are most probably depressed. Note that yes, there are kids who enjoy what they're doing. They enjoy the pressure from school and everything, but that's a minority, very small amount. I can say out of 100%, it's probably 1% who are enjoying what they're doing, especially now. It's 1% who are enjoying, or 2% who are enjoying their course and they are not depressed. Maybe they are managing. The rest, depression, guys. Parents, please stop putting pressure on your kids. Please stop putting pressure on your kids about school, especially because you are depressing them even more. I am a student at UJ and I see these things each and every day. I see these things. So if you're a parent and you are putting pressure on your child, especially university, when I'm specifying, I'm saying it's either a college or university. High school, between these two, parents, stop what you're doing. Abantwana benu, they are miserable here at school. Bacindezeleka ngesindebele sithi bagandrelelekile ngomkhumbulo. They are depressed. Siyabacindezela isikolo. Ama-lecture, they are not giving them a break. Always there's a submission. A submission yakhona. Mina last year ngidepressed isikolo vele bo. Lecture yami, it was always giving us things that are, they teach us basic, and then when they give us test, they give us advanced stuff. So even now, I believe ukuthi kwamanye ama-course is the same thing, and more pressure even. Thola bathi bhali essay, not bhali essay, kuthiwa ngapha kune assignment is due when tomorrow and a test, and you need those marks, you need to fucking mess. Parents, if you are putting pressure on your child, just know what if your child fails, it's your fault. If you're putting pressure on your child on school things, and especially university, just know what it's your fault if you are failing. But there's a note again. There are kids who are experiencing depression outside school. University, like university stuff, not really. There is not, to them, it's not that much, but stress isn't. For example, Yeah, NSFAS doesn't actually or always pay out in time. Those ones who are using NSFAS know what I'm talking about. NSFAS doesn't always pay out in time. Umntwana ufika ngoFebruary, NSFAS ufika ngoFebruary esikolweni. But uyothola imali, they are going to get their money around June or March or April, depending ukuthi decide uyi-release nini. So i-depression alaphikika in very fast. Ukuthi now, oh shit, I'm here and then I have nothing with me, I have no food. And uthi uyabheka nasekhaya, they can't provide because bathembele kuwe when you're university and the NSFAS is kicking your ass this side. Even school on top of that is kicking your ass. Nomjolo on top of that. I'm jolo kona khuleka ziyakhala ke umjolweni. So parents, if you're that kind of a parent, please reconsider your decisions and also try to make your child's life easy, especially if she or he is at university. Trust me, you don't know what they're going through. If you ask them now after watching this thing, if there's a parent here who has a child at university and they're watching this podcast right now, please ask your child, umfonele, are you okay? Sendele imali. I'm kidding. But yeah, just do something nice for them, man. Yo, school is stressing out. It's very much stressing. Very much stressing. And especially in the times of exams. So there are kids who can see light after who can see light besides university. So those kids, most of the time, it's them who are experiencing depression, and there are many. Yeah, well, so that's why they're being depressed, because they can't see life without university. They can't see life outside it. Yeah, well, so whenever something happens to their studies, they get stressed out. Me, I don't care. Okay, literally I don't, because I think I am liberated from school, and I have a lot of questions that I want to ask whomever is in charge of the school system, not the Department of Education. I don't even care about her. She's not even... Enji Mutshekga, I don't know what the fuck. How is she still a Minister of Education in South Africa with how she is? Sorry, my Enji Mutshekga, Mara, no, you're no longer relevant, according to me. Enji Mutshekga is no longer relevant for being a minister. Oh wait guys, I'm back. Yeah, I know, I'm working with one of the slowest PCs in the world. Yeah, it literally just cut the audio off, so I had to stop the video and restart again. But nonetheless, guys, I'm back, and I was saying a lot of things, and including the education, and that's the part that I'm gonna get into right now. I'm not gonna dwell much on it because I'm especially saving it for another podcast. Another episode. Yona psychology and spirituality and stuff. Yeah. So what I was saying is that Enji Mutshekga is no longer relevant with the schools in South Africa, with the education system. Rather, yeah. No. She's not. No. Those guys are no longer. No, man. Actually, that whole cabinet, those guys there, even himself, the leader of this thing, not relevant. Guys, no. Good, these guys, no, they are no longer relevant. They need to step down and allow the youth to take over, man. Even if you are at least 35, yeah, or 30, 36, 37, at least those guys are 50 something, 60 something, probably 70 something. And born as Batin. These guys, Batin, this is funny. A retirement age is around 60, I think, if not 50 something. I think it's 60 or 50 something. But when they reign until 80, that's hypocrisy, man. That's very hypocritical. They are telling the people that they should work until they are 60 and then take pension. I'm a pensioners now. Most politicians and these guys who are in the cabinet, and also these guys who are in certain positions in the politics or ANC, whatever, those guys are no longer relevant. They usually suppress us with this thing of the future. The youth is the future. We're already here. We are making difference without them. We are not the future. We are the now. We are now. We are current. We cannot. But if they say we are the future, then they want us to be like them. They want us to be like them. They want us to reign or to be in charge when we are at their age. No, we want to do things now while we still can. Yeah, that thing Noguchi, the youth is the future is kak, according to me. It's bullshit because you cannot say someone is the you cannot say for example, let's say you have a son and your son is like maybe boma 80 years old, and then when you are like boma 60, and then you tell your son that he's going to start to be responsible when he is later on, when you're still in charge. No, you need to give your son a chance to rule as well at that age. Yes, the guidance that you must provide to him so that he can take good care of the whatever household or the surname. This thing you go to where the future is gag. I don't really understand it, man. It doesn't make sense. The youth is the now. We must operate now. That's why most of the youth valley, it's imagining themselves in the future while they are not doing anything now, because they are programmed to think, or they are told in propaganda. You must tell the person over and over again until they believe the thing, even if it doesn't make sense or even if it's not true. Hey, we are the future of the South Africa. No, we are the now of South Africa. We must partake in a lot of things now so that we can not say see a future. We must have a lot of knowledge. Marage, it's your government, man. Yeah, guys, you are fucked. You are literally fucked. So yeah, I wanted to go back to the part. Yes, yeah, depression. Ngoba ngidiverting angena ku school yabo school nani. Also wanted to warn ama parents amshangizwile, if awangizwa parents, if you are putting your child under pressure, whatever course you chose for them, and then now use university, just know ukuthi umntwana wakho une depression. There is a high chance that that child is experiencing depression because of school and the pressure that you're putting into them. Isikolo nangithi school ngiba general ngoba isikolo sinento eziningi ngaphakathi, including ama lecture, including ama test, including na yazi imagine ukuthi okay we are failure, and then they're dependent on school, and bona they can't see themselves doing anything else besides being at school. That's why you find that there are actually kids who are, let's say, bastadisha maybe for 3 years, maybe for a diploma, and then upgrade ayenze maybe 1 year advanced diploma. How jiggy sekabambe enye course futhi ayibambe 4 years yonke, jiggy ubambe enye course futhi, and not khona abantu benza njalo out of love of education or out of love of school or ama courses or certain careers. Mara kunabanye aba pressurized my parents. Parent yakho ithatha kuse university, it's either wenza i-medicine or i-law or i-engineering. Uyazi engineering wena mzalwe, uyazi engineering, uyazi maths engineering, uyazi i-law 7 years law yamazi wonke owamenza. Thola umzali wakho wena leso sikhathi akana even ne higher certificate, mara uthatha umntwana nomfaka under pressure. Yes, you understand ukuthi you're trying to ukwenza umntwana khabe better than wena, mara not that way. That's an error. That's abantwana beni banizonda abanye. That's abanibalekela ngoba abanye abantwana babalekile emakhaya beza la university because babaleka i-pressure yasekhaya. If you are a parent and you are, then I think, come on, I think that's a toxic trait. Yeah. Hey guys, I'm back again. No, you know what? Let me just end the episode for today. Hey, this PC is giving me crack now. It's literally jamming. Wait. But anyway, I think I've said maybe not mouthful. Today I'm gonna, maybe tomorrow I'm gonna do another one. I'm gonna try to give it maybe like 3 episodes in a week if I'm not that busy. But if I'm busy, probably I'm gonna give you 1 or 2. But whilst I'm still here, I believe I'm gonna just feed you with whatever that I wanna feed you with. Guys, please take care of yourselves. Be cautious. I wanna learn your Tavern or your Tavern in a club, because I believe this thing, it can be done anywhere, even in churches. If someone is literally that evil, they can literally go to church and shoot people. So guys, take care of yourselves out there. This is Louis G. I love you so much, and if you haven't subscribed yet, which means you're not interested in this content, therefore it's fine. You can only view. But if you like it, like it. Common sense says, "Oh, you like, therefore you like." There, and then if you want to constantly see this content, you can literally become the family member. And please comment below what you think of this first episode. If you like it, obviously you know what to say, and if you don't like it, it's also okay, man. I mean, I'm okay with all sorts of things that are coming my way, as long as he's understanding what is weird. So yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in. This is Luigi Ziakalage March.